And 5 miles north at Asbury Park, one lifeguard does spot a menacing shark, a 12-footer prowling near the beach.
It's almost like the ocean has become a battleground. One of the lifeguards, he sees a fin. He doesn't know what to do. All he can do is grab an oar, hit it over the head, which sounds ridiculous, but that's all he could do. The shark is very, very aggressive, but he fights it back and ultimately chases it away with the oar.
Crowds watch the battle from the shore.
After he beats this shark away with an oar, he turns around. He starts racing back towards shore, screaming, "Shark, shark, shark." Everybody hears this. Everybody panics. They rush out of the water. It was a stampede. A week ago, nobody would have thought twice if somebody said the word shark on the beach. But after these last two attacks, everybody is already on edge.
But the attacks aren't over yet.
People on the shore, there's something seriously wrong going out there.
2 lifeguards see brooders in serious trouble. They launch a rescue boat. As they approach, what they see is horrifying. The red canoe turns out to be a fountain of blood.
They have no idea what's got him below the surface, but they know it's something terrifying.
The lifeguards row straight into the widening ring of blood. Still conscious, but in shock, the lifeguards pull Brooder into the boat. Brooder seems to weigh less than they'd expect. They quickly discover the disturbing reason.
The lifeguards reach down to pull Charles Brooder into the boat. They realize he's a little bit lighter than he should be, and that's because his lower legs are severed. I'm not talking about gnawed on or, maybe partially injured or anything like that. They are gone. Charles Brooder has no idea how injured he is.
Desperate to save his life, one rescuer rows while the other tourniquets what's left of Brooder's legs. As they race to shore, Brooder tells them what happened.
Charles Brooder is the only one who knows what his killer looks like. No one else saw it. He tries to describe it to his rescuers. He says it was a big gray fellow. It bit me. It shook me around like a terrier. Lifeguards have no idea what he's talking about. It could be any number of creatures. But all they have to go on are Charles Brooder's words.
They lay Brooder on the bottom of the lifeguard boat, fills with red blood and salt water, but he does not do much more than moan in the bottom of the boat. He was being overcome at this time by obvious hemorrhagic shock. He had lost so much of his blood volume.
By the time the boat reaches shore, Brooder is dead. Onlookers cover the body with blankets, but not before many see the shocking wounds.
Reaction on the beach would be similar to today. When you see a graphic wound with that much flesh taken off a limb, it's horrifying. People were fainting and vomiting on the beach. The physicians who tended to Charles Brooder actually tended to the women who were passing out as opposed to even doing anything to try to even help Brooder, who was gone.
Those who see Brooder's ravaged body can no longer deny it. A man-eater is on the loose.
People were in shock, but now you had these 2 horrendous fatalities. The most graphic form.
The earlier attack on Charles Van Zandt no longer looks like a freak accident.